Okay guys, so you hit the advanced guitar lesson, so you want to learn the finger picking intro part as it is, or as accurately as can be done, because there's two guitars playing it on the guitar. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the finger picking pattern, what the chord shapes are, and I'll give you as many tips and hints that I can give to try and make it as easy as possible for someone to learn. But it is a tough tune. It took me an afternoon to sort of figure out the notes and try and get it there. So if you are a beginner guitarist, it is going to be quite tough to learn the tune, but I will do my best to teach it to you as accurately as I possibly can, and I hope you enjoy learning with me anyway. So the first thing we're going to do is, this lesson is only going to encapsulate the beginning, the main verse. After that you can consult the beginner guitar lesson, which I'm going to put just here, note to editor, put it just there. The video guitar tutorial for the beginner lesson, where you can learn the bridge and the chorus sections. We're just going to do the intro. So let's get started guys. Hope you're as motivated as I am. Let's get cracking. The first chord shape you need to get under your belt starts off on the 9th fret on the D string with the 3rd finger. You're going to build up a G major chord in this position, and you want to make sure this little finger is free, because it's going to be needed to sort of fret on the 10th fret on the B string and then release. So you're going to be able to get that chord and be able to go on and off. You'll have to use the thumb behind the neck approach to get this. It's going to be difficult to get that with the thumb over the neck, so if you can, slide it back and it will help you get the reach you need with the little finger. Now the finger picking pattern. Take a look at the right hand over here. Now what I did there, thumb, first finger, and then a pinch. After you've done the pinch, the first finger comes back into play. Finger picking pattern. You notice it alternates between the second and the thumb there at the end, and then you've also got the other fingers taking hold there. So the best way I can sort of teach this to you is for you to watch the right hand whilst I was demonstrating it as slow as possible, and look at which fingers are plucking the strings at one time. If you memorize the fingers that are plucking, you don't really need to know the notes that are being played, as long as you can see, because they always stay rooted. You've got the thumb on the 4th string, the first finger, second finger, and the 3rd finger. They all take their place here. So if you see the 3rd finger move, you know it's going to be the top note. If you see the 2nd finger move, you know it's going to be on the B string. And it might be any of those two notes. And if you've got the first or the thumb. Once you get that basic finger picking pattern, then ready for the next part. So you do the first part, you repeat. When you get to that note, which is plucked with the 2nd finger, you need to do the bass line, which is with the thumb. The thumb then moves to the A string, open A, then you're going to move with the 1st finger to the 7th fret, and then the 2nd finger is going to come down on the C note there. So you've got this. You've got to move from this position, but it sets you up quite nicely for the 2nd chord with that 2nd finger there. The 2nd shape you need to get under your belt, 3rd finger tucks in behind. It's a bit like a G major chord on the 8th fret there, and then on the 7th fret with the 1st finger you've got the same notes you were playing before, and again the little finger needs to come on down. Now it's basically the exact same picking pattern. The only change is that the bass note is now on the lowest string rather than where it was before. That is the hardest 2-chord section in the entire piece, so don't fret, no pun intended, if you're struggling with those 2 chords. Practice that in isolation. Those 2 chords on their own, and it will help sort of develop those 2 chords and the changes learn the shapes, learn the finger picking pattern, and then try and combine the chords. Don't do it in any other order than that, otherwise it's going to get very difficult for your brain to figure out what's going on. Next up, we've got an E minor 7th chord, and the shape is quite a stretch if you've got small hands. You're going to be playing the bass note here, 2nd fret on the D string, the 2nd finger goes on the 3rd fret on the B string, and then a big reach, 5th fret on that. Same finger picking pattern as before, and again the bass note now is on here. It's well worth experimenting with trying out different sort of patterns on this in terms of finger picking patterns that you think work. Some of the pinches sound better on the high strings, some of them sound better on the low strings. Experiment, make it your own, and see what you can come up with there. Once you've gone from that, the bass note shape with the little finger still rooted down. Now that's a tough chord, it's a really tough bar chord. It's a tough bar chord that's going to need a lot of strength, so try and work on that. Then you're going to go to a C major with the little finger now on the 3rd fret. It slides up, and you've got to do this kind of slide from the 2nd fret. So I'm doing thumb, 1st finger, pinch, and sliding it up. I mute the strings, and then you're back to the original. Now I'm going to demonstrate this very slowly. I don't expect you to get it in one go. I don't expect yourself to get it in one go. Let me demonstrate the entire thing and then work on it section by section. You can rewind the video and sort of listen to how each section moves. But let's hear it as a whole quite slowly. Here it goes. Now that is the song intro, as simply as I can make it. It is not a simple thing to play, so this is why I recommend it only for advanced guitarists, because it might be a bit too much for anyone new to fingerpicking. I'd imagine this is for people who want to do maybe acoustic covers or arrangements themselves. Hopefully this helps you out learning the song a bit quicker than doing it by ear. So I hope that has kind of covered the intro for you. If you're interested in learning the rest of the song, or if this was way too much and you want to do the beginner version of it, then head to my beginner lesson. That's why I wanted to include as many people as possible, so it's not just advanced guitarists or just beginner guitarists. You guys can learn whatever you want from the song, all of it, part of it, some of it, whatever you want. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you're a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. If you're not, the like button would be awesome as well, and a comment, let me know what you think. And the more subscribers, the better I can make the lessons. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Remember, you can catch me every Sunday where I produce new lessons or new videos that are aimed at getting you guys to pick up your instrument and play for an extra day. So I hope you guys are having a good week. Enjoy learning the song. Enjoy learning that. I certainly did. My fingers now hurt. And that's a good thing. So I'll see you guys next week. Catch you then.